Have you ever wondered why Scar, one of Disney's most iconic villains, is just so evil? What drove him to murder his own brother and try to kill his nephew? The official story tells us it was jealousy and a lust for power. But dig a little deeper, and you'll find a much darker, more tragic backstory that shaped the monster he became. This isn't just about a fight for the throne. It's about a shadow that haunted him long before he became the villain we know. Let's go back to the beginning. Scar wasn't always called Scar. He was born as Taka, which in Swahili means dirt or trash. Imagine growing up with a name like that, while your older brother, Mufasa, whose name means king, is destined for greatness. From the very start, Taka was positioned as second best, an afterthought. This sibling rivalry wasn't just in his head, it was embedded in their very names. Mufasa was the golden child, strong, charismatic, and the future king. Taka was skinnier, less physically imposing, and constantly living in Mufasa's massive shadow. Their father, King Ahadi, didn't help matters. He openly favored Mufasa, spending hours teaching him the ways of the kingdom, while Taka was often left to his own devices. This neglect fueled a deep-seated resentment in the young prince. Taka felt invisible, unheard, and profoundly unloved. He craved his father's attention, his approval, but always seemed to land on Mufasa. This constant feeling of inadequacy became the fertile ground where the seeds of villainy would later sprout. Desperate to prove his worth, Taka hatched a plan. He wanted to show his father that he was just as capable, just as clever as Mufasa. He allied himself with a trio of hyenas Shenzi boys, and had promising them extra food if they helped him stage a heroic event. His idea was to lure a massive, aggressive water buffalo named Boma into a confrontation with Mufasa. Taka believed that if he could then trick Boma into backing down, he would look like a hero, finally earning his father's respect. But the plan went horribly wrong. Taka's taunts only enraged Boma. Instead of a staged fight, it became a full-blown stampede, putting Mufasa in real danger. Inde Chao's Boma turned on Taka, slashing him across the face with his powerful horns. The attack left a deep, permanent gash over his eye, physical manifestation of his failed ambition, and a constant reminder of his disastrous attempts to outshine his brother. When King Ahadi found them, he was furious, but not for the reasons Taka had hoped. He was angry at Taka for endangering Mufasa. There was no sympathy for his injury, no acknowledgement of his pain. Instead, in a moment of cruel irony, Taka declared he would now call himself Scar, so he would never forget his foolish mistake. It was a self-inflicted punishment, a name born from shame and humiliation. From that day on, Taka was gone, replaced by Scar. The name wasn't just a name, it was a declaration. It was the moment he stopped trying to earn his father's love and started embracing the darkness within him. This backstory, primarily from a book series called The Lion King, 6 New Adventures, paints a much more complex picture of Scar. He wasn't born a monster. He was molded by neglect, jealousy, and a desperate need for validation that was never met. The scar on his face became a symbol of his internal wounds, the pain of being the lesser son, the dirt to Mufasa's king. This new understanding changes how we see his actions in the movie. When Scar sings "Be Prepared," it's not just about a coup, it's the culmination of a lifetime of resentment. He's not just taking the throne, he's taking what he believes he was always denied: respect, power, and a chance to finally step out of Mufasa's shadow. His alliance with the hyenas wasn't a random choice. It was a continuation of a relationship he formed in his youth, the only allies he ever felt he had. They were outcasts, who's like him, and think about his obsession with killing Simba. Simba isn't just Mufasa's son. He's a repeat of the past. He's the new golden child, the new heir, who effortlessly receives the love and admiration that Scar, then Taka, so desperately craved. In Simba, Scar sees another Mufasa, another obstacle to his legitimacy. Getting rid of Simba isn't just about securing the throne. It's about erasing the pattern, about destroying the legacy of the favored son that has haunted him his entire life. This deep-seated trauma explains the sheer cruelty of his reign. When he takes over the Pride Lands, he doesn't just rule, he destroys. He allows the hyenas to overhunt, turning the lush savanna into a barren wasteland. This isn't just poor leadership, It's a projection of his own inner emptiness. He wants the world to reflect the ugliness he feels inside. The kingdom he rules is a mirror of his own broken solar land named Dirt, just like he was. So, was Scar a villain? Absolutely. His actions were unforgivable. But was he born evil? The evidence suggests not. He was a product of his environment, a tragic figure twisted by a dysfunctional family dynamic. The story of Taka becoming Scar is a powerful reminder of how neglect and emotional pain can corrupt even a royal heart. It shows us that the line between victim and villain can sometimes be blurry, and that the shadows of our past can shape the monsters we become. What do you think? Does knowing Scar's backstory change your perception of him? Does it make him a more compelling character, or does it not excuse his terrible deeds? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. It's a fascinating look into the psychology of one of Disney's greatest villains. Thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories behind your favorite characters. See you next time.